Hello, bonjour, Oki Tenzi. My name is Mireille Perron and I'm a multidisciplinary artist. Welcome to my Calgary studio. My exhibition, The Anatomy of a Glass Menagerie, Altaglass, was supposed to be presented at the Esplanade Gallery in April, May and June. Obviously, because of COVID-19 and the fact that we are all staying home safely to not spread more the virus, the administration and the staff asked me to produce 4 short videos about the project. The first video was about the project itself. This second video is a little bit more about Cyanotype, why I love them so much, and their history. So if you remember from the first video, a cyanotype is an early photographic direct imprint process. So here you have a little swan from Altaglass, and here you have its direct imprint. So the swan was put in the sun on the photosensitive paper for several minutes, and then it was developed. I will show you how to do your own cyanotype with tips and tricks in the third video. So Anna Atkins, my inspiration for cyanotype, was a British scientist, a botanist, that was born in 1799 and died in 1871. Her cyanotype album were produced from 1843 to 1850s, in the 50s. If you remember, John First was born in 1899 and immigrated to Canada in the 1950s. Here I have a beautiful portrait of Anna Atkins. And they think it's most likely a self-portrait because as a botanist, obviously, she was drawing a lot. Botanists before photography were using drawing. What I like when I do a large project is to imagine that collaboration include our ancestors. So here I like to think that John First and Anna Atkins have met through my project. And obviously, they thought that Anna thought that the glass of John were fabulous, and John thought that doing cyanotype was a fabulous idea. So when I first saw the cyanotype of Anna Atkins, they were large-scale cyanotype because obviously they have to be the same size of the plant to see. So, and it was in the New York Library. The New York Library, Public Library, have produced this very nice catalog about it. Here is a reproduction of a cyanotype to see. So a cyanotype is a process that uses ferric ammonium citrate and potassium ferricyanide. The other first photographic project was black and white silver nitrate. Here we are not going to go in chemistry, but what is important to remember is ferric is iron and silver nitrate is silver. So cyanotype is a less toxic, less expensive proposition than other type of wet photography. So that makes it popular then and now. Obviously, because you do a direct imprint, it was also attractive to Anna Atkins, who was someone who was drawing otherwise a specimen. Because when you draw, you really pay attention for plant of making the contour very clear, which is also the quality of a cyanotype here, is that obviously the direct imprint are showing the contour of the plant extremely well. So that was, again, the attraction. So the attraction for me is that when I was young, I've learned that actually photography was invented by Louis-Jacques Daguerre, which is interesting because it's because of my French background and the association here for France, from Quebec to France, while most likely the rest of English Canada was learning that photography was invented by John Herschel and William Henry Fox Talbot. So here we are also not going to go into that controversy of who was the first one, but what is interesting is that obviously here every scientist that was interested in process of reproduction were working around the same time. So if Anna was not the one who invented photography, she was working in close collaboration with Talbot and Herschel, but she is the one that is credited for having done the first book illustration done with photography. And now we have so many books that are using photography as the main thing that this is quite extraordinary in and of itself. And obviously science needs lots of specimens. So here the idea of photography, early photography, was very attractive as a replacement to drawing. So that's it for this second video. I will invite you to come for the third one for doing a cyanotype with tips and tricks for yourself. In the meanwhile, keep safe.